Fuck yeah. So I have 2 duster cabins now, but it came with 2 extra cords. The lightweight frame, 3 lightweight 4x4 frames and a lightweight 2x2 or 2x4.
That's pretty good, actually. I might.
And it gives you
frames.
It gives you blueprints for a truck that you'll probably never use, like me. Like I have the blueprints for the Snappy.
I keep thinking I'm going to use a
That's what they
blueprint for one of
call
our
it.
low-level builds, but I always forget to.
You don't really. I don't
I
see the
thought
point
about
of.
it,
I
too.
don't see the point of other blueprints. Like,
Let's just scrap most of those blueprints and let us have at least 6
plus
slots.
this one's like.
6 slots would be
Yeah,
nice.
I know. I don't want to have to make one of those damn things, but I'm gonna have to at some point.
Oh,
'Cause I
it
want
gives you
North.
small wheels too, because it gives you everything you need for the Snappy buggy. So I got a couple of small wheels.
Eventually, I'm gonna need that fucking expansion slot so I can have multiple. Because 4 vehicles just isn't enough. I like
No,
my
it's
loadouts.
not.
You guys know that.
Yeah, I put that clarinet up for sale, Sal. I can't get the best luck with that because the thing runs right across the ground, and by the time I'm seeing the enemy, it's like I have to like make a quick decision as to what to hit. You know, most of the time it's tires. You know, it's not like a gun or anything. I mean, if the gun's near the tires, it'll blow that
There's no
quarter
way I
section
was
off.
going terminal velocity.
But yeah, I don't know. It doesn't work on some maps, and there's lag armor sometimes, so it's like, well, yeah.
Oh, Zodiac.
Ah,
Oh, sorry, Turner.
I'm just saying, like that would have been the perfect gun for me, because you know
Yeah.
I wish I could do like the Ghost Missile Spectre build from Twisted Metal, but I don't think it's gonna happen here.
Let's see. I'm trying to figure out how to set these rockets to fire in the order I want them to.
Well, just make sure they're facing backwards.
They are.
Right. But I was gonna say, Zodiac, when you do your rockets, like if you're going over bumps and everything, and you notice your back end start to get swirly, don't hit the brake. Let go of the gas.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Hey,
'Cause
Sal.
otherwise, you'll. Whee!
So you might like this, Sal. I was in Storm Warning, and we just started the match, and I see this guy. I'm going for him, going to kill him, and he literally just lifts off, flies into the air, and hits the invisible barrier and blows up.
You know why he did that? I know why. You know that aeroplane car that we were like, what the hell use is this? I've seen it used in Storm Warning. You know why? Because you can fly up on the, if you land it right, you know how you can land on the edge of the maps? If you land right, the storm doesn't go up there. And he just sat there and waited, and fucking got the win for doing nothing. Just sitting there.
Well, he just flew right up into the invisible wall and just blew up.
Yeah, that guy fucked
straight
up.
up. He had all the rockets facing straight down. He just went straight up super fast. Just like, it was like, oh, it's like watching a shuttle go up and just explode in the air. I was like, what the fuck?
I don't know if it was the actual dude who made Aeroplane or just someone who decided that this is a great way to use it. But I fucking got into a match where that motherfucker was in there, and then there was just this one dude in the storm, and it was the farthest point away. I'm like, where's this other dude that it says is in here? And then this guy finally exploded, and it goes, winner, and it shows this motherfucker on top above the storm. I was like, that cheating motherfucker.
You know, it says no rules, so tactically that should be something you could do.
It is. He did it.
You know, I mean, I don't see. I mean,
yeah, if you
it's
could
sort of
do that every time, dude, think about that shit.
Yeah, then it kind of sucks because then everybody'd have to build that particular vehicle and do that all the time, and then you'd just be sitting around.
Oh, and learn how to
with your
get up there and land every time, because I'm sure it took this dude a lot of practice to figure out how to land up on the ledges of these fucking levels.
And if you land wrong just a little bit, you can just detonate, so...
Oh yeah, I know.
Just a gamble shoot there.
Anybody else go see Spider-Man?
No,
yeah, I
I'm
saw
seeing
it
next weekend.
I'm recording, by the way. Sorry, I'm live streaming.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw it.
Oh, so good, right?
It was really good, but the theater just, it was like, It was like 50
Well, I'm
and
waiting
over
a week.
discount day because there were just so many old people watching this movie for, you know,
I've
teenagers,
heard
comic book fans. The guy
I've
next
heard
to me fell asleep and
complaints
started
of young
snoring.
people. What, old people? Okay,
See,
that
mine was
might be
packed
bad.
with young people. All right, this
It
made
was all
this made
just
my
old
day
people.
for me. I had these two fucking teenagers come sit down next to me. They were obviously
And
either
that made
hired.
your day.
They were no. I'm getting to the story. I'm getting to the
Weird, bro.
story. They were either high or drunk. I don't know. They were sharing a single 1 liter bottle of soda with a straw.
Dude,
Oh.
guys?
Two guys. I'm thinking
were
they were.
they on
I'm
MC?
thinking they were drinking.
Or were they smooching?
They seemed drunk or stoned.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh.
it starts off at first. One of them, like, they sit down. The kid who sits next to me fucking just reeks, like bo. Like, he smelled like hot trash.
Okay.
And so fucking they're dicking around. They're not being too disruptive, you know. So I'm letting it slide. And it starts off fucking kid accidentally flicks his straw, and I get fucking soda and shit all over my face. So Trigger, you've met me. I have dead eyes. I just looked at him like, what the fuck? And it's already dark in the theater. The movie's going, and just full voice. I just look at what the fuck. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. I just fucking shook my head and kept looking back at the screen. He kind of scooched over closer to his buddy. And then his buddy
Now they're cuddling.
Yeah. And then his buddy starts taking hits off his vape. Like, in the movie theater.
In the theater?
Yeah. Like, I got one in my
yeah,
pocket.
in the
I'm not
theater.
doing that
Was
shit.
was it the discreet one that barely blows out a cloud, or was it like ours?
It was
No.
discreet a little bit, but like you could I could
I-
tell, I could
I
hear
don't-
it.
Oh, then it
Nobody-
wasn't the right one.
Is there a rule against that? Because
A lot of places treat it just like smoking. But I mean,
'Cause I've never-
anybody who's not a douchebag is not gonna hit it anywhere they're not allowed to smoke.
Yep.
Sure,
That's
but
why
that's
people
not
out here call them douche flutes.
But yeah,
smoke.
so and not to mention
No.
the one kid that reeked like fucking hot garbage got up probably 5 times within the 20 minutes that they were sitting next to us, because they were only there for 20 minutes.
Oh, so they had to get in front of you every time?
Yeah, they kept getting up and walking by, and then after this kid's hitting his vape, fucking he must have dropped something, because they both pull out their phones, got their fucking flashlights on, and they're looking around under the seats. Yeah, so I lean over to the one kid that I'd already fucking scared, and said, I'm gonna let you finish what you're doing, but then you're gonna be moving, or I'm gonna get somebody to move you.
Right.
That one kid that I'd already scared, I swear to God, he shit his pants. He's, oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, sir. And he fucking booked it. He didn't even walk past me. He took the long way.
That's awesome.
We were in the top. We were in the top row, back right corner, like right at the staircase. And my wife and kid are at the top of the stairs, and I'm actually in the row.
Wow.
He fucking
I didn't know.
He ran too. Like, he didn't even fucking move. He wasn't just moving quickly. He fucking ran pretty much across the whole top row.
Did he run out of the theater or to a
They
new
both
seat?
left. They didn't even move. They didn't move seats. I didn't tell them they had to leave the theater. They both left the theater.
They probably weren't fucking. They were probably.
Yeah, you
getting
made them
free
shit their
movies.
pants.
No, they were probably getting free movies, and if they got caught, they'd have been booted from the theater for life.
Yeah, they were probably hopping or something, but
Like, that's what happens. Like, it's not for life. It's only like for
no.
5 years.
That's
but
the first
it's
issue I've
long
ever
enough
had
to
at this
fucking-
movie theater, really, though.
Mm-hmm.
But it made
I've
my
been
night,
doing
just this one kid practically pooping his pants and apologizing. The other one was
Man, you
quieter
just-
about it. He's, oh, I'm sorry. And he walked in front of us to leave. But his buddy fucking, like, ran across the whole top row.
What if you just
He's the
made a...
paranoid one.
Yeah.
What if you just made a real villain, though? Because now he's gonna hate Spider-Man because of what happened.
Oh no, he's the new Jamie Foxx.
Right? He's just gonna hate. He's gonna hate fat dudes with beards. That's what he's gonna hate.
It might
Yeah.
just transfer to dudes with beards.
I just created the fat guy strangler.
Well,
Dude,
Zodiac,
what's funny
I
is you
don't know
didn't
if...
even tell him, I'll move you. You
Nope.
said, I'll get someone to move you. And
My
he
wife
like,
was even
"Oh
kind
my
of.
God."
My wife was even kind of impressed with that part. I'm like, yeah, they were teenagers, so I didn't threaten them.
Right, because, you know. He threatened me.
Yeah, exactly. They're
Well,
doofy
bring your parents
teenagers.
here so I can threaten them.
I just put on the authoritative voice, and as I said, dead eyes.
I've said that to a kid before.
That seems to work.
Who I was fucking scolding for being a dumbass. You can't do this. I'll tell my parents. I said, bring your dad here so I can yell at him.
Right?
Like, you think this will stop just because your daddy comes? No, I'm gonna yell at him. Like, why the fuck did you raise such a
We
piece of
yell at him
shit?
too.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like, fuck, I'll punch
Like,
your
you
dad.
think that's gonna work? Yeah. I want your dad to swing at me. Like, then you'll get to see what happens when you're an asshole. You get the shit beat out of you.
Right?
I beat up a few kids' parents. It was funny as hell. All
I've
kids who were picking, their little fuckers were picking on my cousin. So I yelled at them at the bus stop and waited for their dad to get there. You won't
Right
yell
on.
at him, yell at me. Fap, 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 fap. This is what happens next time your kid fucking makes fun of my cousin. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you again.
I can't punch him, but by God, I can wail on you.
Yup. He came there expecting to yell at somebody. He was waiting for him to beat the fuck out of him. So his kid learned real quick to be nice to my cousin, because otherwise his dad's gonna get beat up. There's nothing like beating up some kid's dad right in front of him. That's the fucking greatest shit when you look back at the kid and they're like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, your dad's not Superman.
Yeah, well,
Of course, now I might go to jail because I can't do it with my bare hands. I need a weapon, so
Oh no!
that might not work anymore.
Hey, I got a guy named
Oh,
Trigger
okay.
in here.
Could a vape be considered a lethal
oh yeah, I
weapon?
played him.
Ah, no, I missed the. I
Oh
hit
my god.
I missed the checkpoint.
I'm finding all the shitty fucking internet.
The Zodiac.
Yeah.
Would you rather that or an old guy next to you snoring while he's sleeping watching a movie?
You know
I'll
what the
wake
old
the
guy's
old guy
snoring
up
if you
and be
wake him
like,
up
"Hey."
and be like, hey bro, you're sleeping.
You know when he
Yeah.
first got there, he sat on the table instead of the chair and thought that that was the chair.
Ha.
So,
Oh, that's right, you
I
have
know.
tables at yours.
yeah, I don't think he really knew where he was, and it was kind of funny. He was sitting on there, the person
It's probably his
just
first
on
time
my left
there.
of him. Yeah, because he comes to the front row, he's like, so this is why you go in the front row, so you can recline. I'm like, yep. That's why I go there. I was gonna tell him don't tell anybody, but I'm sure he's gonna tell everybody.
Yep.
Oh man, this is like
I
the
just-
worst race for a live stream
Either
ever.
way. All the seats were fine, and then there's the other theater where you can specifically pick your seats, which is where me and my dad love going, because that's the shit. When you go up to your row and you're like, someone's sitting there and you're like, excuse me, those are our seats. Oh, has you got your name on them? Actually, yes.
Yeah,
they do.
you show him the stub. Like, yeah,
Yeah, they do
motherfucker.
now.
Right here.
They do
Would you
now.
like to? Would
Before
you
they
like
didn't,
me
but
to
yeah.
call someone to move you?
No, but they do now. Even at the theater I go to, if you don't go to the diner one, you have even all the other seats. They have the actual seat number on it now, so you have to go to your seat. I mean, if you don't necessarily have to, but if you don't, you can get kicked.
Oh, see, now there's still a theater by us that just has really comfy recliner seats, but it's still just free range, Southwest, fucking find your seating.
Yeah, I know there's still those theaters, but it seems like the more popular ones I go to now, they're definitely making
yeah.
sure you get the seat you pay for, you know.
I've made 2 cartwheels in a row
especially
now.
the ones where it's a specific, you know, I want this seat.
Well, yeah, they got the handicap spaces, you know, for some people that are handicapped with their family and shit. So,
Yeah.
A whole
you know,
a whole handicapped family? That would suck.
a whole
I've seen it.
handicap family.
Well, you said they're handicapped with their family, like it's a...
I mean, I don't.
Was
They
it a
go
car
with their
accident,
family and they're
or-
handicapped.
I don't know if they were all handicapped family. There was one healthy dude, and there was like 5 people up in the handicap spots, up in wheelchairs. I was like, damn.
I lost. Shit. This new setup keeps getting too squirrely. I think it's too wide. I got too many boosters.
No, but I'm so surprised it was all like 60-year-olds in that theater. And I don't think they were all family together. It was just like, I think I was the youngest person there. Out of like
Damn.
40 seats. Because I just looked back when I left and I'm like, geez, everybody is old. It was like a convention that everybody had to come to this one particular movie.
Maybe they all
shit.
remember reading the original comic book.
Yeah, maybe they're like me. Because I mean, he was wearing like basically the old school Scarlet Spider costume
I
for
mean,
most
how
of the
old
movie.
is Spider-Man?
Yeah, it's pretty old.
Older than me.
I can see there being a lot of fans.
A lot of Spider fans.
I mean, Marvel came out with, what was it, Fantastic Four, X-Men, and the Incredible Hulk, or was it Spider-Man they came out with first?
I think Hulk was around before X-Men.
I think Hulk maybe, but Spider-Man and Hulk might have been the first.
Because
No,
Spider-Man
I know
had a
that
cartoon
for a
like back in the
X-Men
60s.
And I know for a fact that
oh.
X-Men and Fantastic Four were first.
Fantastic Four was first, and then X-Men came, because I think Stan Lee wanted Fantastic Four to be more
diversity.
popular.
He wanted a bunch of different
Yeah,
heroes. That's why he
Spider-Man.
left DC.
Spider-Man was one of the first superheroes to be more humanized.
He was a nerd. That's why he's the most
Exactly.
popular fucking superhero.
That's the other thing I liked about this. Besides the last kid that played Spider-Man, like this is the first Spider-Man that wasn't like 30.
Dude, the last kid was pretty good.
I
him.
liked him. I kind of wish they had brought
He was a
him
little-
over.
He was a little, probably too old for the
He's
role
too old now,
for what they
yeah.
want. I got this one dude, and I
Because
know
he's like a
it's
fucking...
always-
Spider-Man's like a freshman in high school in this, where he should be.
Yeah, that's the reason that it's not that I didn't want to see old people there. It's just it's surprising. You know, I thought I'd see mostly teenagers and shit.
Yeah,
people
there was a
my
lot of
age or
older
something.
people at the one I went to, too. Now that I think about it, but... I don't know, my kid
But,
liked
like,
it. He said he
Spider-
liked it better than
I
Guardians of the
recall.
Galaxy Volume 2. And he fucking loves Guardians
Really?
of the Galaxy. Yeah.
Because I know that Spider-Man's like one of, if not the most popular superhero, because he's a nerd who got superpowers. Guess
Yep.
what predominantly makes up the world?
You don't say.
Nerds.
Nerds with superpowers.
So they were like,
Nerds with
"What's
superpowers."
good? It's one of us."
Well, that's what runs the world too. Nerds with superpowers.
Right?
Well,
Man,
they don't have superpowers.
all
they
right,
got-
Trigger. Did you stay and watch the after credit stuff?
I did watch a lot of it, but I was having some kind of major acid. I had to go.
You gotta stop going to the theater that you eat at, man. You can never make it to the final hidden scenes in the
I
credits.
do. I do. No, I mean, I didn't have any beer, so I was like, okay, I'll be good. But whatever they had with the chicken tacos, the chicken was like, dude, it was like 4 inches of meat. It wasn't even like
That's what she said.
it wasn't even pulled apart with fork or anything. It was just a gigantic chunk. It wasn't made right. Tacos aren't supposed to be filled with giant chunks of meat.
No.
It's supposed to be
Well, fajitas, yeah.
tacos. I mean, you know.
Oh, Trigger. I made 2 of those Hermes boosters.
Yeah.
Those things are fucking reckless.
So you only really want
You have
2
to
per
have-
craft, right?
Four could. Don't no more than 2 to go off at a time, and then you might want to set up like a rocket booster to go off with them or something. I mean, you still want to have some Ava boosters to balance out to get like 2, terminal velocity, and then be able to still control it if you can do it right. But those things. First off, they're 3x3. So you can't just center one. It's always off center because it's a 3 space.
Oh, jeez.
So you have to have 2.
So it's kind of on the outside of the vehicle then, mostly. Unless I put it right at the very bottom.
Do you think I would benefit from putting 2 4x4s in the back and to widen my wheelbase with all these boosters? But then I don't have any way to.
Weaker.
I can't really widen the front wheelbase.
My wheelbase is a 3x6 and then 2 or a 4x8.
It's just that they're weaker.
I'm only using the lightweights right now.
Yeah.
And I only have one more
that's super
4x4
weak.
lightweight left. I don't need. Well, this is for racing.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, that's good.
We're talking races right now.
Yeah, I don't need power. I need.
Well, I was fighting right now, so I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Building something big.
I get it. I'm just explaining. I just needed to.
All right, so
I'm
yeah,
going for
that's
control.
fine. I'd say, what is it, like a 8x4 frame, something along that line, would be wide enough if you got regular size tires on the outside to give you enough width. Something about, kind of like that.
Yeah,
What do you think,
I'm
Sam?
trying to stick with the lightweights. I only have I got 3 lightweight 4x4s and 1 lightweight 2x4.
I'd say a 6 to 8 point width before you're putting tires on is adequate enough.
Yeah, I'm at 8 in the back and 4 in the front.
I would say 6 in the front and 8 in the back if you can do that. 'Cause if
Yeah,
you're
but he
too-
needs more frames.
I could if I use a heavier frame in the front instead of a lightweight.
Have you gone into Lunatics at all?
No.
Switch over to it. You'll get some lightweight frames.
Wait.
And
You
then
just got that free
tomorrow
pack.
switch
You should
over.
have.
Well,
you should have
that's
enough.
what he's using.
That's what I'm using. It gave me 3
He never
lightweight
went
4x4s.
into Lunatics. He went right
okay.
to Scavengers.
Yeah.
Alright.
So what I was saying is, because it's 24 hours. Every 24 hours you can switch, but I would honestly say just switch over to, like, if you like the races and everything.
Yeah.
Because you'll start off getting 3 4x4 frames, and then level 2 gets you 2 fucking 2x4s. 3
Oh,
is
yeah.
a 6.
Yeah, as soon as you switch to
Ah.
one of them, you just get
Yeah.
free parts immediately.
So maybe I should just switch over to Lunatics for a little while.
What you
Yeah.
probably want to do, Rob, is
If
switch
you wanna
between all the
race,
factions.
switch to Lunatics.
I would switch to all factions right away.
I mean,
just to
I-
get all the extra parts.
I could do Apocalypse Joker for a little while.
Because if you switch to all the factions for one day, you get every single part, so you have
Well, you
a
can't
lot of extra
switch
parts.
all of you for one day. Yeah, you'll get a lot of parts because easily.
Yeah, was that every 24 hours you said?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
every
every
24 hours you
hours.
could switch to a different faction, get extra parts.
So it would be 1053 for you.
Yeah. That's fine. You know what? Okay, I'll change it over to Lunatics. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't do that right. Wait, why aren't my wheels turning properly?
Do I gotta level
Oh.
them up though first to get that shit?
You get once you go into it, you get the first level.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
For doing it.
Yeah, just for doing it.
That's
But
why I
you're-
was
you're,
trying to.
You're
go
gonna be
step
forced to
and
level
walks.
them anyways.
Yeah, it's gonna happen because you
Yeah.
got 24 hours now in that guy.
Woo, woo.
That's cool.
How'd that
though.
work?
Extra buggy fenders and
Yep. So now you got more shit. Oh yeah, you guys think you're tough? Hermes rockets, super fucking speed, climb up anything. Those things are so dumb. Took me a minute. Oh, and Trigger, they fixed it with the last update.
hold on.
You no longer lose your bench rent spaces when you switch to a different faction.
Wait, that
Nice.
happened?
It used to.
Because I didn't lose anything.
I don't see any
still
extra
have, like,
frame
Extra
parts in
lunatic
here.
stuff.
Yes, not right now.
Maybe some other people did, but I don't remember losing any of that.
I just switched over and I don't have extra shit in my storage.
I love. You should.
I didn't get any extra frame pieces for that.
Yes, you did.
I'm looking
Well,
right
log
now.
out and log back in.
Can I do that?
Yeah, just hit start, go to title screen. I love this guy behind me. I keep fucking with him. I wait till he gets close and then I boost away. I wait till he gets close and then I boost away. Is that mean of me?
I almost grabbed third in that last race. That is kind of mean. I had a guy I was doing that to.
It's just so funny.
My problem is I get squirrely. Yeah, what the fuck? Do I have to go into Lunatics and like accept it or something?
Oh my god.
Well, did you go into Lunatics and go change faction?
Yeah, I changed over to Lunatics. It says I'm level 1. It says I have all this shit now. Yeah, it says I should have gotten 3 4x4 lightweight frames.
You can just go
Exit
to
out of the whole game
title
and then restart it.
and then restart. It should be there then. Yeah.
Wait, because he already did that. That was the
Yeah,
first
'cause
thing I suggested. It's probably just close the app and then fucking...
Oh, it's gonna suck. Sorry, live stream.
Well, it should work. That happens sometimes.
Yep. Alright, live stream either canceled or on pause. Hold on.